Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today for my first video I thought I would do a bit of a get to know me tag. My little girl is playing in her bedroom, so if you do hear noise, it is her. Here we go with the questions. First question is, what is your middle name? So my middle name is Marie, the same as nearly all the girls in my year at school, the same age as me were, and it's actually my little girl's middle name as well. What is your favourite colour? My favourite colour, I have two. I really like pink, but it has to be like a really nice, like, subtle pink, pastel pinks, dusky pinks. These are bright, hot pinks. they're really not my style. I also love grey. Now I know it's not a colour, technically it's a shade, but I just love it. I think it's really nice. I would have my whole house painted grey if I could get away with it. It's just such a elegant, sort of show homey colour, and I absolutely I love it. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was a girl called Jess. I moved schools when I was still in reception, and she just took me under her wing and I latched onto her, and we were best friends well up into being adults, and we still talk now, so it's really, really nice. How tall are you? I am, you couldn't even call me tall, to be honest. I'm about 5 foot and half an inch. So I do round it up to 5'1". But yeah, I'm not tall. Cats or dogs? I would say dogs. Cats scare me a little bit. I've been brought up with dogs, and we also have a dog who is currently sleeping under the bed that I am sat on. How many countries have you visited? Let's see. I'm not sure. I've been very lucky. I've been to quite a few. So we've got Spain, Germany, France, Mallorca, Ibiza, Lanzarote, Mallorca, America. I think that's it. 8. In the summer we're going to Amsterdam. So that'll make it 9, and then I'm going to have to slip another country in, so I've at least got my 10. That's like a nice even number then, isn't it? Nice even rounded off number. Have you gone to college? I did go to college. I went to college straight from school, and I did a diploma in early years and education. And I've also been back to college since having my children. Actually, between having my first and my second, and I just did beauty bits. What was your favourite worst subject in high school? I loved English and French. They were my two favourite subjects in secondary school. I absolutely loved them. I got on really well with them, and I got on well with the teachers, so I think that's why I like them so much. My worst subject, I would have to say, there's two again, is maths and science. I had to do triple science for my GCSEs. I really wanted to do hairdressing, but they wouldn't let me do it, so it was either statistics or triple science, and I think they both would have been as bad as each other. So, but I did not get on well with science. It was not something I was particularly good at. What is your favourite drink? So I drink a lot of Coke, which I know is really, really bad. It's not good at all, but at least it's Coke Zero. That is my silver lining on that. And I love Prosecco. I would drink it every weekend. It just gives you a warm, buzzy feeling. And I've actually read now there's such a thing as Prosecco drunk. So technically you save money because it gets you more drunk because of it being fizzy. So technically you save money than buying 1 bottle of Prosecco to 2 bottles of wine. That's my forward thinking. Saving us money. What is your favourite animal? I love panthers. I love them. They're so sleek and they're elegant, and they have an air about them. They're so graceful, and I think, and their eyes are just so piercing. It's always been panthers. It's always been my favourite animal. What is your favourite perfume? I don't necessarily have a favourite perfume. At the moment, I am wearing this one from Accessorize. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Promise. You might not be able to see that because of the window. I actually got this for Christmas off of my mother-in-law, and it smells really, really nice. It's just lovely. But I don't have a specific favourite because I will just pick up what smells nice at the time or use presents that I've got. Tea or coffee? I would have to say tea. I can't stand coffee. I love the smell of it. I can go into Costa and I can sit there all day just taking in all the smells and the aromas, but it makes me feel physically sick, even if it's really milky. Oh no, it's not for me at all. What would you or have you named your children? I'm a mummy to 3. We have 3 children. We have 2 boys and a girl. Our eldest is Riley, our middle is Chester, and our youngest is Esmay. If we were to have another girl, I love the name Aubrey. I just think it's such a lovely name. It's really it's just a pretty name and I love it. But if we were to have another boy, I think we would be quite stuck. We struggled enough to find a name for Chester because we'd already used Riley, so I think we'd be pretty stuck. They would have to be nameless. What sports do you or have you played? I don't play sports. I do a lot of walking. I do all the school runs. I attend a dance fit class, and I also do a bit of yoga. But I don't play sports. It's not my thing. I'm not very sporty at all. What is your favourite book? I don't have a favourite book in general. I love to read, and I have favourite genres. I like the crime thrillers, the spooky books, but I don't specifically have a favourite book in general. At the moment I am reading my way through the Disney Twisted Tales, so I have read Tale as Old as Time, and I'm now reading Once Upon a Dream. I've got a whole new world to read, and then there is a new one coming out this year called Reflections, so I'm really looking forward to that. But no, I don't have a favourite book in general. I either like a book or I don't like a book. If I don't like a book, then I don't even make my way through it. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? Right, I would say I've got 3 favourite YouTubers. It's in no particular order because I really love watching their channels. So I started off watching YouTube by watching the Saucony Jolies. I love them. They are such a fun family. They're loving. You can tell that they are actually genuine in their videos. And I just think, I just love watching them. They're so uplifting to watch. They're so positive. Even when they go through the hard times that they show in the videos, they are always so positive with it. They always try and turn it around and have that silver lining. My second that I'm going to talk about is Ellie Stedman. I first discovered Ellie back in December 2016. I was planning a trip to Disneyland for me and my family, and I just wanted to have a little look at some videos just to sort of, although I'd been there before, I hadn't been there for over 10 years, so I wanted just to have a little look. So I typed in Disneyland vlogs, her one came up first, I started watching her, and I have not looked back since. I think I've now watched every single one of her videos. And I've been keeping up with her videos while she's been over in America as well. I'm really hoping that when she comes back she'll go back to doing her weekly vlogs, because I just love watching her, and she's such a lovely person. She's a really genuine person to talk to. She's really lovely. And my third that I watch all the time is The Perks of Being a Mother. She is actually my friend from a baby group. My Chester and her little girl share the same birth month, the same birth year. That's how we met, and it's actually thanks to her today that I've got the confidence up to be able to film the YouTube videos, and she's given me a lot of tips as well, so I really do appreciate that. I will tag all of them in the drop down information box, and you should really go and check them out because they're so lovely. Right, next question is, what is your favourite movie? I've got 2 favourite movies. I love Beauty and the Beast, but it has to be the classic. I do like the real life one, but all these real life remakes, they're just not the same. I know they're not supposed to be the same, and they are supposed to be different, but I think where I grew up with Disney classics, I just don't get on with them that well. And my second one is Drop Dead Fred. I love drop dead Fred. I've recently introduced my little girl to it, and now she is in love with it, and it's like a real good childhood staple memory for me, because I used to watch it on TV whenever it was on TV with my mum and my dad, and now I've got it on DVD, and you don't see it on TV anymore, so I have to make sure that my little girl watches it regularly. Are you single or taken? I am married. We have been together now for 11 years this year, and we would have been married for 3 this year, so well and truly taken. What's your idea of an ideal first date? I'm really simple. I think on our first date, he literally just came round to the house and I cooked him spaghetti bolognese, and then we just watched a film and we talked, had a little kiss on the cheek when he left, and it was just really, really nice. I'm so simple. I don't feel comfortable in posh restaurants or dress up to the nines. It's not my thing. I'd much rather have a nice relaxed date where you can really talk and get to know each other. Favourite memory from childhood? I would say it is the very first time we went to Disneyland. I can't remember how old I was. I remember it being Christmas time. It was December and it was freezing cold, to the point I had 2 pairs of socks, might have been 3, plus my shoes, 2 pairs of gloves, 2 hats, 2 scarves, obscene amount of layers of clothes, and a massive coat over the top. It was freezing. The water that comes out of Skull Rock was frozen. It wasn't running, it was frozen. But we had such a lovely time, and when you are that small, I think I was about 8. I'm sure I was about 8. When you step onto there and you see that castle for the first time, and you've obviously seen it at the beginning of all the Disney films, you've seen the castle, it is just an amazing feeling. And then going back last year and watching my kids have that memory was just, I think that would be the only thing that would top that. Where are we? Do you speak any different languages, and how well? I speak French. I really, like I said earlier, I really enjoyed French at school. It's stuck with me. I think I speak it quite well. I don't know if the French would agree with you, but I think I speak it quite well. Do you have any siblings? I have an older brother called Adam. He's 2 years older than me. Yeah, 2.5 years older than me. How would you describe your fashion sense? When I find it, I will tell you. I don't know. I went through a phase not long ago of being a bit edgy, which I really liked, but to be honest, I don't really have a fashion sense. I just buy what looks nice. It might not even look nice, but in my head it looks nice. What is your favourite restaurant? It's really, really simple. I love Frankie and Benny's. Like, the kids love it there. There's food for like everybody there. It's one of the only restaurants where the kids will go and actually eat a whole meal and a pudding. My kids are really, really fussy. I know it's typical kids, but it is obscene. So, and it's not too expensive, because when you are a family of 5 eating out, it racks up. The price adds up. What are some of your favourite TV shows? I love easy watching programmes that are easy to watch. And I'm actually a little bit embarrassed, but I love like The Only Way is Essex, The Real Housewives of Cheshire, One Born Every Minute, 24 Hours in A&E, stuff that I can sit down after a really, really hectic day with running around after 3 children, and I can sit down and I can pop Emmerdale on, and I haven't really got to sit and focus on it too much. You know, you can keep up with what's going on just by sort of listening and lifting your head every now and again in between snoring on the sofa. PC or Mac? I've never used a Mac, so PC, Macs look very confusing. I'm not too sure whether or not I would get along with them. What phone do you have? I have the Samsung Galaxy S7. I really got on with Samsung. I know they say you're either iPhone or Samsung. I did have an iPhone and I hated it. I did not get on with it at all. It was not my cup of tea. So I went back to my Samsung and I've never looked back since. And of course, I've got my Disney castle on the back. I'm not a regular mom, I'm a Disney mom. Tell us one of your bad habits. probably trying to do everything all at once. So I'll get a couple of ideas, and then instead of like planning and executing them one at a time, I will try to do it all. I will have the all or nothing approach, and it normally doesn't get me very far. And I think I've learned from that now. I'm starting to learn from this. I'm starting to plan a little bit better, and hopefully it will get better in the future. We can but hope. Anyway, let's face it, nobody's perfect. I'm definitely not. So that is the get to know questions done. I just want to say, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I would really love it if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other like favourite YouTube channels, pop them in my comments box, because I am obsessed with watching people's vlogs. So, you know, I'd appreciate that. And check out the people that I'm going to tag as well, because honestly, their videos are absolutely amazing. I think most people watch the Saucony Jolies anyway. But just, if you haven't, get over there. Oh, and hit my subscribe button.